Hey guys, Comment Saturday. Today's video I want to cover how you don't want to focus on the hands when you're striking, or the foot, or whatever. You don't want to focus on the weapon which is striking. You want to focus on the bow. Okay, not the arrow, but the bow. Okay, a lot of people, what they'll do is that because they're punching or whatever, kicking, whatever, they're paying attention to the outstretched limb, the weapon, the hand, the foot, whatever. And if you do that, what happens is that you tend to lean forward too much, okay? And you forget about your feet. So I always like to say to keep the action inside, keep the action close to the body, okay? Because if you forget about your feet, what happens is people tend to kind of lean, and they're off balance like this because they're only thinking about the hands, so they're leaning like this, and before you know it, they're like in this position, and the only way they can regain their balance is to bring the foot up, okay? Because if they stay this way for a while, they're just going to fall, okay? So at any moment, whatever you're doing, you should be able to freeze. Whatever technique you're doing, however you're stepping, however you're moving, you should always be able to freeze at any moment. And if you can't do that, it means you're off balance. It means you're off center, okay? So when we say keep the action in the body, the best way is to practice your stepping and things like that, and pivoting, whatever. But don't extend the hands. Just keep your hands here. That way you have no choice but to use your shoulders. Okay, well, not only your shoulders, but I mean your hips, your legs, and your shoulders. I mean everything. You know, your whole body works as one unit. Okay, and this is also what is known as the three harmonies. And in three harmonies in internal martial arts, we'd say the shoulder is joined to the hip, and the elbow to the knee, and the hand to the foot. Okay, so nothing will move unless they all move. If I'm going to do a shuttle hook, let's say, I can only do it because everything is going. It's like a bar which is connecting all these things together, and it can't move unless my hip is behind it. Right? You have to have all the action. All the action is close to the body, okay, and the feet and things. All right, and then you extend the hands later. That's fine, okay. So, but you will have had all those internal energies of the body moving in unison, okay. So one drill, there's a few of them here. One drill is to practice just stepping in one lead and just do this. Boom, boom. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at any moment, 1, 2. Like I said, freeze. Am I balanced? Freeze. Am I balanced? Freeze. Am I balanced? So you can see. Wait. I don't think you can see my feet. There we go. Okay. See. There we go. Yeah. So if I'm stepping, okay, stepping 1, 2, 3, 4. See? And am I centered here? Okay, yeah. See, nice and lucid. See? So always, to just work on that, and just turning the body, right, using the hips and shoulders all together. Right, and you can do it 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 times if you want to. Okay, just keep on going, and move your head too. Right, step over here, right, bang, bang, bang. Whatever you do, you should always feel like you can freeze at any moment. Okay, and if you're doing that, you'll have no choice. Okay. But to train those energies and make sure that you keep the action inside. Okay, so you don't even need to worry about the punches or anything. Okay, just do that. You add the punches in later. Okay, because believe me, if you get good at this stuff, adding in the punches is super easy. Okay, because the body is what's driving everything. Keep the action in the body. Okay, well, that's one drill. Okay. Now another drill, I got 2 more, okay? Another one is we're going to do the step through, or we're going to do the zigzag stepping, okay? All right, so here we go. And the third one is a hooking step, okay, which is similar, okay? So let me just come up here, wait a second here. All right, so gonna come here. Now here's the feet. Bang. We covered this last week when I was in Nashville, okay? So plant the foot and drive off. Plant the foot, drive off. Plant the foot, drive off, okay? Alright, but now is where we're gonna use the shoulders, okay? You gotta decide which hand is you're gonna use. Is it gonna be a lead hand strike or a rear hand strike? Or it could be a combo, but for simplicity, we're just gonna do one at a time, okay? All right. So if it's a rear hand, if it's a lead hand strike, I'm gonna go boom, and this shoulder's forward. Now this shoulder's forward. Now this shoulder's forward, and this shoulder's forward. See? So I am stepping. I'm using my step and my hip at the same time. Okay. So then, if later on, when I can bang, when I step, I'll have everything behind it. When I step, I'm not just gonna step, like here reaching, right? I'm gonna step with everything behind, with my rooting, the power of the step, and the power of the hip wall, all in unison. Okay, all right, that's a lead hand strike. Now for the rear hand, same idea, only you're gonna throw the other shoulder forward, okay? So rear hand, I'm doing here. Boom. Now my rear hand's going forward. My rear shoulder, is going forward, okay? See? So again, and once again, don't forget the freeze test, okay? So here, freeze. Balance, okay? Right? Freeze, okay? Remember, root the foot and drive off. Freeze. Root the foot and drive off, okay? Use the hips, okay? All right, so rear hand. So then, once again, all right, if I'm doing a movement here, right, with the rear hand, I'll come here, and then the rear hand comes forward with the foot. If I step here, the rear hand comes forward, okay? And it's okay because I will train all those things, see? Okay? And then the last one is the what we call the hook step, or in Wing Chun, Cantonese is called a Hunma. And then here, and when see, like this. So when I step here, step. But now this shoulder goes forward, because if I take someone down as I sweep him, like that, okay? See? So if I do it here, see? See, and then add the hands as I step here. Okay? So these drills, this is how you learn to connect the body together, okay? And remember, always be aware of which hand is striking, and then use that shoulder accordingly, okay? So the review, we had the first one, when here, same lead, and use the hips, right? And however you move, you always can freeze, but using the shoulders, okay? And the hips all together, okay? Then we have the stepping with the lead hand, or stepping with the rear hand, okay? And then we have the hook step, the Hunma, okay? Okay, so if you do these drills, you see how you will have no choice but to have your legs under you and to step properly with balance. And then later on, it's very easy to just extend the hands and things. Okay, all right, and even the same concept applies when you're kicking too. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's the video. Any questions? Let me know, and see you soon.